Playing it safe doesn't protect you, it just guarantees the reward is too small to matter. You can be right about the market and still end up exactly where you started, because you were too scared to actually be positioned for it. Today, why this game isn't about picking the perfect coin, and it isn't about day trading every candle. It's about how you're sized when the trend moves, and the psychology that keeps most people too small to ever feel it. Crypto's known for one thing above everything else: volatility, massive drawdowns, and massive runs. That's not a side effect, that's the entire environment you're trading in. Most people obsess over finding the perfect coin or trying to catch every intraday move. That's the wrong obsession. Price moves in trends, periods of sustained direction you can actually identify on a chart using structure, higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend, the reverse in a downtrend, key support and resistance levels holding or breaking. Here's the part people skip. Identifying the trend correctly means nothing if your position is too small to matter. A trade sized so small that being right barely moves your account isn't safe and is just pointless. If your thesis is genuinely strong and your risk is clearly defined, an undersized position can't turn a correct call into a life-changing outcome. That doesn't mean go bigger no matter what. It means size your position based on your conviction and your defined risk, not based on fear. A position sized purely out of caution, with no real relationship to your thesis, guarantees a ceiling on your reward before the trade even starts. Here's what's well documented in trading psychology: loss aversion. Research going back to Kahneman and Tversky shows people feel the pain of a loss more sharply than the pleasure of an equivalent gain. In practice, this makes traders undersize positions out of fear, then wonder why being right didn't change anything. Revenge trading, jumping back in immediately after a loss to win it back. Widely recognized as one of the fastest ways to compound a small loss into a large one because it's reaction, not process. Moving your stop loss, widening it after the trade already went against you. This turns a defined, limited loss into an open-ended one. Inconsistent sizing, going small after a loss, right when your edge might still be intact, then going oversized after a win, right when overconfidence is highest. Every one of these patterns comes from the same root: reacting with fear instead of following a plan set before you ever entered the trade. The edge isn't a secret coin. It's not a perfect entry. It's identify the trend using structure on the chart, build genuine conviction in that thesis, define exactly how wrong you're willing to be, and then size the position so that being right actually means something. That's what separates a calculated risk from either recklessness on one end, or a position so small it can't change anything on the other. The man in that fire didn't back into the ring by accident. He sized his risk to his conviction, on purpose, before he ever knelt down. So ask yourself, when you're right about a trend, does your position size actually reflect that? Or are you playing so safe that being right doesn't even move the needle? Know your thesis, know your invalidation. Size on purpose, stop playing it safe.